Hello and welcome to Capital Online TV News. My name is Margaret Wahito and here are the stories making headlines. Economists are warning that unless Kenya attains the one-third gender requirement at the ballot, it may cost the country 2.5 billion shillings more to run a bloated parliament every year. The Institute of Economic Affairs says the best way to avoid additional cost is by ensuring at least 105 women are elected at the ballot to avoid nominating extra people to fill up the gender base. Iria Research Officer Mark Marchant says a nominated MP cost Kenya taxpayers 21.1 million shillings annually, while a senator would require 31.3 million shillings per year. Phoebe Asio, one of Kenya's pioneer female parliamentarians, urged women to take up elective seats and not wait to be nominated. She also urged Speaker of the National Assembly Justin Muturi not to oversee the debate on the gender rule when it comes to the floor of the House, saying he had already expressed an opinion which could be biased. Murang'a Governor Mwangi wa Iria has sued the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission on allegations that it has tarnished his reputation. His name is among those on the list of high-profile individuals being investigated on corruption allegations. Iria is alleged to have sworn a false statement of the self-declaration form he submitted to the EACC in December last year. On Thursday, the EACC forwarded 6 files, including Iria's, to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Keriako Tobiko is expected to make a decision to determine if the people named in the list will be charged or not. And in other news, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga was on Friday afternoon expected to launch personal website. Raila took to his Twitter handle at Raila Odinga to announce his planned launch with a critical message that the wait is finally over. The CORD leader states that the new website will be interactive and give him a better platform to reach out to his supporters. The Kenya Red Cross Society is distributing 50,000 shoes to school-going pupils in Kisumu and Siaya counties as a way of celebrating humanitarian service to Kenyans to mark 50 years in existence. The local manager in charge of the 2 counties, Emmanuel Owako, says the move is aimed at reducing jiga infestation among the school-going children. Owako says most people stay away from school due to the jiga menace, thus affecting their learning. Speaking during the launch of the distribution in Siaya County, Owako urged the national and county governments to increase cash allocation to health dockets to address hygiene in schools. Prime Minister David Cameron's Conservatives looked on course on Friday for a surprise victory in Britain's general elections, which could redefine the country's future in Europe and heralds more austerity cuts. As the results rolled in, focus of a close contest with the opposition Labour Party turned out to be wide on the mark, with Cameron on course to win a majority in Parliament and secure 5 more years in Downing Street. In Scotland, the Nationalist surge also proved larger than expected as a pro-independent Scottish Nationality Party won 56 out of 59 seats when the final results came in, almost entirely wiping out the Labour Party north of the border. A few years later, he returned to Downing Street with his wife Samantha, and his office confirmed that he intended to pay a visit to Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace, where he is expected to be confirmed as a Prime Minister and asked to form a new government.
Nairobi County has made it easy for me to pay my land rate. I use Pay. No hassle, no time wasted. I got important things to do. Thank you.
Mimi sipagi line kwa kajo kulipa business permit. Natumia Pay.
Life has become so easy with Pay. I don't have to look for parking attendants. It's payment chap chap. Mara hiyo.
Time is money. Save your time by paying for your car parking, rentals, business permits, land rates and construction rates to the Nairobi City County government using Pay. Access Pay on your mobile phone by dialing *217# or on your computer by logging on to epayments.nairobi.go.ke. Pay means your right to expect service. Pay. Malipo kwa urahisi.
And in business, the ongoing Airtel Kenya upgrade in Nairobi is expected to be completed this May. During the period, the company says its customers using the 3.75G network in some areas in Nairobi might experience service interruptions. Airtel had earlier announced a 2.5 billion shillings investment to upgrade its network in Kenya in order to meet the demands for increased data and internet services. And now a look at the forex market.
Where's John?
Strange, never misses trouble with the guys.
Maybe someone getting high.
John won't get to enjoy the water. Too bad for John.
He's gonna miss out on this round.
Hey guys, game has started, man.
You won't watch the big game, huh? You won't get to check out the cheeks, huh?
I heard you went to see some beaches.
John really missed it.
Magical Kenya. We are out there. What about you?
And in sports, the 8th and penultimate round of World HSBC World Series kicks off in Scotland Friday afternoon, with the Kenya Sevens facing a monumental battle to make to the main cup quarters. Shujaa take on New Zealand All Blacks at 2:20 p.m. local time before playing series leaders South Africa at 5:04 p.m. before completing their Pool B fixtures against the unpredictable Samoa at 8:15 p.m. Head coach Felix Ochieng has made 5 changes to the team that is aiming for only a second main cup quarters, showing in an underwhelming season. And that was your Capital Online TV News Bulletin. For these and more stories, remember to log on to www.capitalfm.co.ke/TV. I've been your host, Margaret Wahito.